Alrighty, welcome back everybody. It's your boy Jay Bailey, and today we got a relatively simple challenge, so I should run through this pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my notes.txt and our, I can never spell this right the first time, pseudo C, for when we start to do our analysis there. This one's called half twins, and honestly, like, what is a half twin? Like, like real talk. Like, what is a half twin? I don't really understand that concept. Is it like a fraternal twin or something? I don't really know. Anyway, it's not important. It's not over here. Our binary is called half twin, so let's go ahead and run a file in here and see what we can find out. And it looks pretty straightforward. We see that it's not stripped here, which we always like to see there because we know it's going to be. We can look at our symbols here. So let's go ahead and look at the symbols that are in this binary. Let's see. Nothing really is too interesting. Nothing really sticks out at us right here, right? So let's go ahead and just run strings really quickly and see what else we can figure out. And so we have here, this looks like it's going to be our success message there. So let's just success. This guy, and then a whole bunch of ways we can fail. Oh geez. Alright, that's fine. That's alright. Let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go ahead on pseudo C. And alright, nothing else too interesting. So let's just go ahead and open this up in Idle Pro and see what we got going on. Okay. I just hit double click there. Yep. Okay. Alright. Let me go ahead and move this thing to the left there. Alright. So we have here EDI is going to hold argc here. So this is going to be argc. And RSI holds our argv. We know these things. And then let's see, our good luck next time, that looks like one of our failed strings, so I'm gonna get stored into this S variable here, so we're gonna rename that to failed string. So the first thing it does is it compares argc to 3, and if they're equal to each other, you see that we jump to this block of code there, and if they're not equal to each other, we see that we're gonna print out, let's see, what does that say? Not sure, what the word twins mean. And then we print out the failed string, and then we jump to essentially like an exit or a return type of thing. So what that looks like with whether I can't guarantee is exactly what the author wrote, but I mean pretty close. So it's gonna be something like printf. I'm just gonna say error message here. I'm not gonna type out the exact message, but it's gonna be some type of error message, and maybe something like that. Just to exit the program, and then that'll be it. So let's see. So if argc was 3, so we did actually give it 3 different arguments. So let's see. We take argv, and you see when we add 8 here, that's argv sub 1. So we know this here is going to be argv sub 1, and this is hex 16. So this will be the next argument, so argv sub 2. And so that's essentially just getting our first argument here. So if we were to run the program, it would be like half twins, this, and then this. So argv sub 1 will be passed, while the s's argv sub 2 would be this one here. So let's see. Now we had to figure out which one is, I guess, Abby and Gabby, since there's 2 different ages here. So let's see. We get var 20, we store the length, and then we compare the length to 6. And if it's less than or equal to 6, then Abby's obviously older than that, and then we print out the failed string. So that looks something like this. Let's say if Abby, alright, actually first we have Abby age equals to argv1, Gabby age equals to argv2. Alright, and then we have if Abby age, and maybe I'll just say like Sterling, maybe something like this, is less than or equal to 6, then printf, again, error message, and then exit 0. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in here. This is going to be Abby age here. This one here is going to be Gabby age. All right, so assuming that it's greater than 6, we go here and check. Now we're going to see if Abby's age is greater than 6 as well. And if it is, so let's go ahead and just do this here. Go ahead and simplify this a little bit. Or Gabby age. Let's be Sterling here. Gabby age is less than or equal to 6. And we essentially do that. All right. And so let's see the next thing we do here. So that's all good. So then we're going to get Abby's age. And so this here is essentially going to be a test to see whether or not the length of it is even. So I'm just going to do if at Sterling Abby age, let's see, mod 2 is not equal to 0. And mod 2 is just one of those ways that we can check to see whether or not something's even. So if it's not equal to 0, that means it's not even. We're going to printf the error message again, error message, and then exit 0. All right. And let's see. Yeah. So odd years. All right. And then let's see. So if it is even, then let's see. We get Gabby's age. And so this here is going to divide by 2. And this is actually pretty interesting. So when you see SHR and then you have like a register and then the number here. So what that means is it's going to essentially divide whatever's in this register by 2 raised to the power of 1. And so that's why I'm saying just divide it by 2. So if this number here was a 2, it'd be REX divided by 2 raised to the power of 2. And so in this case, REX holds the length of the of what is this? Of Abby's age. So this is going to be Abby's age. Len divided by 2 equals to Sterling Abby age divided by 2, like that. And so I'm just going to copy this guy right here and put that in here. All right, and then so this here looks like it's probably going to be maybe a loop control variable. So let's just verify that really quick. And yeah, so you see var34 gets added to 1, and we compare it to the Abby length divided by 2. So we can go ahead and rename this here to I. So I equals 0. And then while I is less than that, we're going to do some stuff. And let's see what that stuff is, shall we? All right, so we jump there. It's less than, we jump here. Okay. All right, so now we load in I into EAX and put that into RDX. And so this is essentially going to be this here, just get Abby age sub I, and this here gets Gabby age sub I. All right, yeah. Okay, so what is it going to do with those two? So Abby age is going to be in RAX and Gabby's age is going to be in RCX, it looks like. Sorry, I got that mixed up. No, sorry. Abby's age is going to be in RDX, so sorry about that. So Abby's age is right here. Abby age sub I is going to be in EDX. Gabby age sub I is going to be in RAX, so that's why we see comparing DL, which is the lower bits of the EX register, and AL, which again the lower bits of the I think it's lower 16 bits. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lower 16 bits, or 8 or it's 8 or 16 bits. One of those two. Anyways, it's comparing these two. So essentially what we have is if Abby age sub I is, let's see, they're not equal to each other. Not equal to Gabby. age sub I, and printf, we got just the error message, and then exit 0, just like that. And then we got I++. All right, so then let's see what happens next. All right, so then eventually it will be greater than that. So then it's gonna get Abby age again, get the length of it. And so this is just the actual Abby age length without dividing it by 2, just the notating length there. So Abby age len equals len of Abby age. So it grabs that, and then it jumps here to another while loop, it looks like. So, and again, I was never set back to 0, so I is going to remain whatever it was. So essentially it's going to start wherever we left off. So we have Abby age, and again Abby age sub I here, then Abby age sub I here, and we compare the two, and if they're not equal to each other, then we continue the loop. If they are equal to each other, then we exit. So essentially the exact opposite. So while I is less than, what is this, Abby age len, then we do if Abby age sub I is equal to Gabby age sub I, printf error, if I can spell it right, error message, then exit 0, and then we just do I++, and then eventually we'll just get to, let's see, yeah, so if we clear this loop, then we'll print out the success. I'll just say print success, just like that. So now it should be pretty easy to kind of decipher what's going on here. It's pretty much, it's going to check to see if the first half of the characters are the same, and then it'll check if the second half of the characters are not the same. And if that's the case, then we will get the success message. So let's test that out. I'm just gonna do, let's see, PASSWRD for the first, and then the second one has to be the 4. Since this is 8 characters, have to be 4 the same, and then I can literally just do something like this. As long as they're the same length, it should be, yep, should be good. So that's pretty much it for a fairly simple challenge there. Quick recap: we ran file on this guy, and we said that it was pretty standard. We ran and then to look at the symbols. We didn't find any crazy symbols or anything like that. And then similarly with strings, nothing too interesting. We just found like what the error messages and what success looks like. And we opened this up in IDA. We did our analysis. And then we saw that it expects the length of both Abby and Gabby's age to be at least greater than or equal to 6, and they also have to be even numbers. And then we see that it has to be the first half of Abby and Gabby's age have to be the same, and the next half have to be different. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys enjoyed this challenge, you learned some new things, give me a like. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions that maybe I went over too quickly, or like something just went over your head, feel free to ask in the comment section below. This is a safe place. All questions are welcome. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of this type of content, do not forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you are notified when new videos go live. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.